Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, welcome to Like It Really Is with Bamboo and Friends. Thank you for showing up and being a part of my platform. I thank you for that. Ah, boy, what a day today. Hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone had a blessed day. I hope everybody's day and their week. The weekend. Yeah, the weekend's going so good so far. I just hope everybody's doing well. Um, I came on tonight because I had somebody calling me and telling me some things that they were going through, and I figured I'd kind of talk about it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to be really getting more serious. Hey, what's up, Samila? How you doing? Getting more serious about what I'm doing over here. I have now. I think I have a phone number now. Let me just go in here right now and double check. You now can actually call in. So let me just double check and make sure that we actually are connected. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. So Miller is in the building. Let me find out. Thank you for stopping through. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. It is. I know you guys see me with a hoodie on. It is freezing in New York City. It's ridiculous. The weather out here is very cold. It's like maybe 59 degrees right now. 59 degrees. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, so I now have a number that you can actually call in, and I'm going to actually put it in the chat. All right, let me get organized here. Um, okay, and the number is 646 969 0459 0459. Okay. Yes, you have the night off. It's cold here too. Oh yeah, it's cold. It's really, really cold. Yeah, yeah, it's really cold over here. Where you at again, Jamila? You're are you in Bliss? Okay. Let me just type this in to call in. I guess I can say to call in, right? All right, let's do that. Put to call in. All right, yeah. So now we got a number, and let me see. Let me make a test run, right? Because I have Alexa. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Alexa call the number. I don't know if you guys are going to call me. Would you, if you want to call me, call the number, call in. Let's do a test run and see if this thing is working appropriately. Let me try to do this. Alexa, call 646-969-0459. 1-646-969-0459. Okay. All right. So what I needed to do, I needed to come through on your side, you guys. I'm gonna answer it though. Hello? Oh, hello? 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 Alexa, stop. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, um, yeah, and you did not believe there was a Bliss, New York. You know what? I really didn't believe there was a Bliss, New York. I never heard of Bliss, New York. That's and then when I looked it up and I looked at the area, I was like, wow, this place is kind of It's kind of really nice and laid back, like country kind of, you know, really, and it's like it has its own kind of like community, like something like that. But definitely a nice place. I had somebody came up to me and asked me a question. Well, not asked me a question. It was telling me their problems. It was telling me that they were in a relationship with somebody, and they the girl had told him that she wants to have her friends, her male friends, and she's going to keep it that way. And if you don't like it, then you will have to leave. And I was saying, wow, it's kind of harsh, for somebody to say. Um, and then the kicker was that the girl told him that the guys can come and spend the night if they want. If they're down and out of there, but she swears she doesn't touch them. She swears she doesn't get physical with them, but she has like this open door policy to help people out. If her baby fathers get have get kind of going through a problem or whatever, they can come over and spend the night. And I just wanted to just know what people out here in the world think about that. You know, um, I believe that people, in a relationship, you do have friends. People do have friends. You know, um, I believe that they do have friends. But do we jeopardize our relationship for that? No, I don't think she wants an open relationship. I think she loves the guy. I think she loves the guy, right? But she's has this way about her that she's a giving person and she's a giving heart, and she just opens the door. If it's a guy, girl, kid, you know, um, family member, she doesn't turn her back on anybody. And so, if you're an ex, she doesn't turn her back on them either. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that and kind of say, see, is that well? I'm like, I'm talking about it to get other people's perspective on it, but I have a little bit of a perspective on it myself. I'd like to hear other people's perspective before I go into mine. But I think that that's a very complicated situation. I think that you know each individual has to have a certain amount of um, to have friends, and your friends be able to come over. I don't know. Kind of it's kind of different. It's kind of different. I don't know. Well, I know that from my perspective of it, and I really got to be careful because um, I don't want to be putting people's business out there, but you know, people do watch the show, but I'm not mentioning any names or anything like that. I'm just saying that is that cool? I don't know. Me personally, if you have a friend, if you're in a relationship with me and you have a friend, I think it's only right that you introduce your friend to me. If he's that kind of a friend where he's calling you or whatever, you know, um, I think that you know we should meet each other and be able to get to know each other and see what kind of energy that person has. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it has to be real trust. I mean, like, but if you've gone through something, say you've gone through something in your life, say you've been hurt by other people, and uh, and now you go into another relationship, and then you have this person that just feels like, listen, this is what I do. If you don't like it, you can leave. You can move on. Because So I kind of feel for this guy. I feel for him. You know, but in a way, I think he should just take a stand. I think that he should take a stand and figure out, what his worth is. And I think that people have to know what their worth is. Uh, you People do to you only what you allow. You know, people do to you only what you allow, and if you allow certain things to happen, I think that opens doors for other things. I don't know if that makes sense, but but it's a very strange situation. You know, don't know how to go to him and give him really good advice. You know, really don't know what to tell him because that's kind of tough. What I really want to tell him is that if she is letting people in her house and you don't like that and it makes you feel uncomfortable, then you should not even be in that relationship. And a lot of times we get in relationships, no, they don't live together. So I'm like, no, they don't. They don't live together, and it's a very interesting situation. And I thought it would be an interesting conversation because how many times do we go into relationships and we just accept things? We accept certain kinds of, you know, we close out, we turn our head to certain things. And then when COVID comes, something like this, a lockdown, and then we start looking at the person like, wow, his feet really does stink. You know, uh, you don't wait. I think that people should really address it immediately. I really do. I think they should address it immediately because what's going to happen is if the person continue, say if they're continuously doing that, and I mean it's just you. I mean that, like you said, Jamil, it has to be a lot of trust. There has to be a lot of trust in that. You know, I just think that people in these days are just doing too much. I think that everybody is doing too much, and they're like where you live at, like for instance, is very peaceful. I used to go to Jersey, and I used to like being around the horses and just around like just good vibes. You know, that's what I like. But like I said, the energy is definitely different. Jamil is saying, so the ex is there alone with her. Yeah, that would probably, yeah, like say if he say the ex has a girlfriend. I think he has a girlfriend, and if he gets in a problem with his girlfriend, he can come to this girl's house to actually um, stay there and spend the night if he has a problem. To me, I feel like when you break up with somebody, if it doesn't have anything to do with the kids, then why is you coming over to the house and spending the night? I don't know. And then you have a man. If you have a man, you have to kind of respect that man, right or wrong. I don't know. It's just very strange types of energies that that I'm coming across, you can tell the difference in New York City about, the energies that, the different kinds of energy. The Bronx has an energy that is somewhat like firecrackers, you know. And I can't just say the Bronx because Harlem is off the hook. You know, out here in Manhattan on the east side, on the other side is off the hook. So I have to say that everywhere in New York City is off the hook. People are actually, you know, um, doing a lot of crazy stuff, pushing people on trains and stuff. So, and I'm saying that because is these things that are going on in relationships, is it because how you doing, T's World? Um, these things that's going on in relationships, is it because of the pandemic? When somebody loses their job and they don't have no money, and then you wind up having to struggle. T's World says if you are in a relationship, there is a certain amount of respect that's owed. Wow, that's deep. You know what? That's deep, but that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. I don't know what y'all know and what y'all see. I don't know where y'all live at, but I'm telling you where I live at, and it's just not happening. You know, um, People are saying what they want. Well, the females are saying what they want, and if you don't like it, that's you can just keep it pushing. That's the mentality that we're dealing with. And I just wanted to just talk to people and probably be able to go back to this guy and be able to say, listen, different point of views, because I don't think that my point of view is always the right point of view. I don't think that I'm always correct on things. You know, the ex is disrespectful to the guy, as Amelia says. I don't think the ex, okay, so I don't think, I think that the ex is not, he doesn't even know about this guy. And, I think this is fairly a new relationship. And like I told him, I said, you have to really find out about a person before you get with them. And, you know, really take the steps. And like, if this is not something that you accept, if she says that that's what she does and you don't accept that, then what does he do? Does he change up a little bit with change his way, his thinking and go with her and say, okay, well, I accept it because you accept it. You know, I accept it because you want to do it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't say that correctly. You know, but right, COVID definitely is not to blame for everything. But we do have a problem in cultures that people try to be in control. And I think that not even just being in control, I think that people have been hurt a lot and they refuse to get into a relationship and change anything about themselves. They don't want to change anything about themselves. They just want to, they have they're stuck in their ways. This is the way it is. This is the way it's going to be. And if you don't like it, then you can leave. But who should walk? Who should walk? Should it be the guy that's being hurt behind this girl that says she wants to have these friends and they can, she wants to have these friends and they can, if they feeling down and out and they're going through something, they can come over and they can stay the night. And if they're drunk and they can't make it home, they can come over to her house. I don't know who should walk. Should the guy walk? The guy that's the guy that's trying to be with this girl, but she's stuck in her ways. She's like, yo, I'm not changing for nobody. I've been like this all my life, and I'm not going to change. You know, who you said he better run, not even walk away from this mess. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. And the problem is that, when you get physical with somebody, the guy should walk. T's well said the guy should walk. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, that's why I tell people, like, don't get physical with nobody. Like, once you get physical with somebody, all bets is over. It's over. It is over. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a moment and just kind of back up and be like, okay, let me check out this person. Let me, see how they flow. You know, before you get involved, and you know, and that's why you got all of these killings. People are misinformed. People don't know how to communicate. People are just jumping into relationship. I don't know if this is COVID. You say Zamila, who said that? Zamila said COVID is not to blame for everything. But can we say that this COVID is a part of it though? Jamila says the guy you said the relationship is not that old. Right. The relationship's not that old. I think he started talking to her maybe 2, 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, 2, 3, 4 months ago, something like that. And but he really loves her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he loves her, but he really like cares about her. And I think that is important that she was honest with him though. That's the thing that I told him, is that some people will not tell you nothing, and then this will pop up somewhere down the road. But at least she was honest and she told him, well, this is how I am. And that's why I got to give like her a benefit of the doubt, because she is telling him from the beginning. So if somebody's telling you something from the beginning, you got a choice, right? Or do you just say, listen, can you stop doing that? Can you not do that? Can we help him in another way? If you want to help people, can we do it in another way? Um, because see, what happens is that a lot of times we are very needy as people. Sometimes we have to have other people in our lives, because just to fill the void. And um, and this is just a part of some of the things that people are going through mentally. And like I said, it's a whole different atmosphere when it comes to if you live somewhere in bliss, Zamila. If you live in bliss, I mean, I look at that area like it's like Little House on the Prairie, or it's like like somewhere out in where the luxury boats go, and it's just a whole different lifestyle. It's a whole different way of life. Living in New York City, which is the mecca, I guess, the capital. You know, there is a lot of a lot of misplaced energy. A lot of misplaced energy. Jamila says crazy things be happening before COVID. Okay, no, I get it. Crazy things have been happening before COVID. I'm thinking about that. Well, Can somebody have that much trust? T's World says, yes, she told him, but is she at least open to other options to help her ex? No more sleepovers. Yeah, man, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. You know, that's deep. I told him I was coming on. I think he's going to be watching. And I hope that some of the things that we talk about, he can actually come back to this video and get answers, because I hate to see a person, you know, go through that. I mean, when you know that you've been through something and it didn't feel good, I don't know. It just feels like I don't want other people to go through that. I mean, I think that people should know how to deal with that kind of situation before, because it can cause more dysfunction. You know, and this is where therapy comes in, where people need therapy all the time. But yeah. So, do we allow our friends? Do you have friends? Do you have any of your ladies out there? Do y'all have are you in a relationship, then you does your man know that you have friends? Yes, it's very different. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, it is. You know, if I was in bliss, I'd probably have a straw in my mouth and probably a cowboy hat and some cowboy boots. I don't know. I just picture it. I just in my mind. I just picture me being with boots and cowboy hats or whatever. Yeah. So yeah. This is mind-boggling. So I like I said, for the gentleman that I'm talking about, I do have some ladies that's watching. And you hear what they're saying. I mean, if you look, one of them said, "You better run like hell." You know, and And it's interesting what T's World says. She said, yes, she told him, but is she at least open to other options to help her ex? No more sleepovers. See, that's the thing. Like, I think that people, when you know you're not valuable to someone, that when people do that, they show you that you're not valuable to them. I think when people do that, I think that's what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you that if you don't like it, is too bad. And I think that everybody in life, we have, before we go into these relationships, I think that we should, you know, really look at those kind of things. You know, I'm telling you, relationships are difficult these days. It's not easy. It's not easy. People got married. They're going through different situations, and they jumped in a marriage, and now they don't really know their partner as well as much. But it's a lot. T's World, she says, I'm friends with a few of my exes, but I'm currently not in a relationship. When I was in one, he did have a problem with me having phone calls. Yes, he did. See, see, see. So I'm thinking that maybe this girl that he's trying to get, what I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, ladies, or not, guys, if any guys are out there, but tell me if I'm wrong. I think that she is telling him right off the bat that he is not valuable. He is not. You're here, but you're not important. Your feelings don't matter, and if you don't like it, you can lump it. That's what I'm getting out of it. And so this is where that man has to make that choice. He has to make that choice and see whether he's going to sit there and be in that kind of situation. Because once you give yourself, or once you give once you give into stuff like that, then people will try to climb up on top of you. You know what I'm saying? Like some people test and wait to see if they can get over with certain things, or they test you to see if, let me say this and let me see how that person reacts. Well, let me see how she reacts. You know, we got to really stop playing games. T's World said, out of respect for him, I stopped the convoy, but also explained to my ex why it had to stop, and he understood, but wasn't happy about it. Did you? Yeah, yeah. No, I get it, and I think that we need to take a look at these responses that these ladies are making. They're making very valid responses, and this goes for anybody that's out there, and you guys are contemplating, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what move to make. Take a minute and look at this video. And you don't need a million people to tell you that something is wrong if it's wrong. If you got two or three people and they sound like they sound the same, if it sounds the same, it's the same. It's the same, you know? So, we really have to like really get focused on that. Let me just fix this camera a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'll be having my head facing up all the time. It's the way my camera is set up. Yeah, if y'all have any more comments on that, I appreciate it. Anything in the chat that makes some kind of sense, that can help somebody that that's struggling with something like that. Now say if a person is living together, okay? Say if you're living together. This is where I'm confused. Like you say that you're that kind of person and you let people in the house, but if you started to live together with this man, then you're going to be still allowing other men to come and spend the night? Or is it convenience to you so that you can, let's take the man out of the apartment, or is it convenience to you so that you can have an opening so you can have sex with whoever you want at any time? Is that like you just keeping your door open because letting people know, yeah, I be having people up in my house, and that's the way it is, and that's the way it is. Can you trust? Can if I I know I'm saying a lot. Jamila says no boyfriend now, but I always let them meet my guy friends because they were like my brothers. Right, right, right. See, no, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's good. That's good that you're doing that, because you know, and that doesn't mean that your guy friends don't flirt with you now. Okay, and see, that's the whole thing, is that guys sometimes will, you think they're your friends, and then you turn around and they ready, they want to do other things, stuff like that. T's World says if he isn't happy with the situation, he shouldn't move forward. Right. This is a new relationship, and he should not settle. This is a huge red flag. Oh wow. Yeah. This is deep. This is deep, y'all. This one's I feel the pain of my friend, and I think that again, when we ask and we say, well, what happened to all the men? What's going on with the men? You know, what's going on with the men? They getting messed up. They're getting messed up, y'all. They're getting messed up by the drama from other people, man. People putting them through other stuff, and then by the time they get to you, they no good. That's why you sometimes they may not come in, you know, The men might not come in good, and that's the other thing. Men can be, it could be a problem too, because a man can start to become jealous and be very overly jealous, and take things out on you, which is the next relationship. And so there's just a lot of dysfunction, and then we just wonder why we're at this state. Or a lot of a lot of cultures are at the state they are, because you cannot progress and you can't go move forward when you have all of this drama that's going on, and you can't move forward with drama like this. You can't. You have to you have to make your life stress free. Alleviate the weight, get the dead weight off of your back. you know Sometimes it may feel uncomfortable and you may hurt, and it may be like, damn, well, I thought this was the right one. Don't worry, it's going to be all right. You're going to find somebody that is going to appreciate you, and someone that's going to respect you and love you. And it's just the thing, is about respect and love. We wonder why people have long-term relationships. Like, um, God bless, my family, Thomas Williams and Shirley Williams. They were together for a long time, a long time. You know, and you got to look at. And then I have an aunt that's been together with her husband for a long time. And we wonder how they do it. Well, I know that some of the times when they're in those long-term relationships, somebody is eager to get out. I know that some people have allowed themselves to be tormented for years. So I also know that to be true as well. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that, and talk a little bit about that, and just let you guys know that I'm going to be coming on the air on a regular basis, man. Yes, I am. I'm trying to see if I can do Mondays, Wednesdays, and maybe Fridays. But Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I was thinking about it. I know that, I have, you guys are feeling like, well, this guy's not consistent. I'm working towards it. I'm just, working towards getting a better looking platform, getting a little more structured. I have more people that will be attending, the platform. So that's a good thing. Um, and it's just a growing. It's just a, it's growing. Usually I got my music playing. I usually got my music playing. Uh, but I ain't gonna go too crazy with that tonight. Jamila says, but that's on me to put them in their place. Guys always flirt with me, and I put them in their place. But that's on you. Well, that is on you, Jamila. That is on you. And as long as you have them respecting you, then your boyfriend will feel comfortable, right? It's when you know the friend gets jealous, and they do something purposely, like looking at you while your boyfriend's looking at you, or just or boyfriend's looking at him and he's looking at you, and he's you that moment you'll walk past each other. you know um Sometimes you don't have to, if a person doesn't like give you those energies, you don't have to worry about it, because a lot of times you don't want to be, not a lot of times, but you do not want to be the kind of individual that has that kind of nature, that that insecure kind of nature. You have to be secure, and you have to love yourself. Now, I don't know, I keep saying this and everybody keeps laughing. I went celibate for 5 years, and I think I cheated, not cheated. And within those 5 years, I two times I did something, and you know, everybody keeps saying, well, you weren't celibate. Well, whatever. Okay. But what happened with me was that when I had got the reason why I was able to go into that, and the reason why I went into that is because I was dealing with someone, and I had just broke up with someone, and I was kind of fed up. I just had a surgery. I was taking these tramadols, and it made me feel better than she did. And you know, I was in a lot of pain, and stuff like that, and I wasn't really thinking about it. So and then she wasn't doing the right thing. She she had um, a baby father that used to come to the house and try to be disrespectful. And you give the baby fathers, that's what happens when you deal with someone that has a child. You give that baby father the benefit of the doubt because you want the father and the son to be together. But then there's times when, you know, um, things don't go correct because maybe something's going on between them two. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. You have to really be strong minded to be able to deal with, all these kinds of issues. When you get older, you know, you get you get a little bit, how do I say it? You don't tolerate a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't tolerate a lot of stuff. Like me, I don't tolerate a lot of stuff. You know, I don't tolerate a lot of stuff because you know um, the environment that I'm in. I know which kind of energies. You know, I have a vast array of different kinds of women around me. I have ones that they can carry the Birkin bags, and that their eyelashes are so long they can fly away. I got those. Then you got the ones that over here, you know, bourgeois, bourgeoisie, you know, um, sitting down at the outside restaurant drinking espresso. And then you have the gangster boogies. You know what I mean? The gangster boogies. Those are the ones that will, if you go over to their build or to their area, you might not make it out. So um, it's just a lot. T's World says it's important to always make your boy girlfriend feel secure. Yes, it's not their job, but it certainly helps the relationship grow. Wow. Yeah, that's that. Yo, I'm telling you, like he's gonna see this, and he's gonna really like understand because when somebody's in love or somebody loves somebody or somebody feels like a deep connection with somebody, it's hard to get them to like listen to you, because sometimes they don't really listen to you. They kind of do their own thing. You say one thing and then they'll do another. You know, Jamila says, "I love myself too much to be disrespected." That's a fact. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. And again, to this gentleman, I hope you're listening. I hope you see this video. Again, you gotta look in the chats. If you don't have it on your phone, you can't see the chats. Go to where you can see the chats and take a look at the comments that are being made, and that will be your answer, right? So I felt like that I couldn't do this alone, and I felt like in order for me to to get points across. Like minds think the same. And with these comments, there's no one here that's saying up there that's saying that no, you should just go and deal with it and just let her do what she wants to do. And just, you have to accept that, and that's just the way it is. You have no power. You have to, if she wants to let a man come in her house while you're there, you have no power, right? Now that doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even sound like an answer to the problem. It sounds like we're having a problem with the answer. Yeah, it's terrible. Well, I just hope that, when he goes back and he sees this, or anybody that's going through something like that in your life, if you're going through something and if somebody shows you who they are, don't turn your head to the left and to the right and act like you don't see who they are. That's who they are. And you have a choice. You have a choice. You're either going to stay there and continuously be hurt and let someone stomp on your self-esteem, make you feel less than a man or a woman or just anybody. If it makes you, that is not the route to go. That's not the route to go. And we don't promote that. So we hope to see you come up on this channel and tell your story, and maybe you can get some insight from people directly in the chats. But definitely appreciate anybody that wants to call in. Definitely you can call in. You can go. The number is in the chat, and the number is 646-969-0459. 646-969-0459 is the number to call in if you want to talk about, if you have some comments or you want to speak about what we're talking about. So we definitely appreciate you guys. I'm not going to stay on too long, but I did want to just say that Versus is having the battle between KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane. I'm telling you, I mean, this is I had to turn away from it because I had to come here and meet you guys at 9:30. So I said, you know what, I'm going to turn away from that, and I'm going to come here and try to be more consistent. I'm going to be more consistent. T's World says, I'm your opinion. Does he have a high self-esteem? In my opinion, he has a high self-esteem, right? I think that he portrays a high self-esteem. Hmm. In your opinion, let me read it. In your opinion, does he have a high self-esteem? I think he does have a high self-esteem. But I think what it is, and I don't think he's not pulling and tugging, like making he's like, oh, I'm not, oh, I think I'm gonna stay. I don't know, I think I'm gonna leave, or I think I'm gonna stay. He's not pulling. He's really taking this moment, and I told him that he really needs to take this moment to actually listen to what his heart says. Listen to what his heart says, and listen to how's it feel? How does it feel when she says that to you? Like, how does it feel like when she tells you, I'm going to have men come over if they want to, if they're tired, if they're going through problems, my door is always open, and guys can actually come to her house. Now, from what I was talking to him last night, and he was telling me that there was some guy at the house, and last night I kind of I told him, listen, you got to ask the right questions, and I think she said that that was her cousin or something like that, and I told him you got to ask the right questions, like ask what was his mother's name, just kind of trick questions. Um, and come to find out that he wasn't her cousin. He's just a family friend. He's not blood, and so there, that right there, you know, so it's really not family. It's just people, friends of the friends of family, I guess. Maybe it's a possibility, and this is why I tell them you don't want to jump to conclusions, right? Because it could be the niece is her niece or her nephew or her or somebody that's I don't know. It just sounds like a mess. It sounds like a mess. It sounds like a mess, and I don't a lot. I get a lot of people that call me and speak to me about their problems and speak to me about things that are going on in their life and ask me for help, to get them through. And I think I've told you guys before, my phone is like open like 24 hours, and my organization, Salvia, what that means, Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, Redeem, that platform is for the youth, and that's a step up program, and that's an amazing program that I have going on. I want to let y'all in on that and let y'all know in depth what that's all about. Um, in a couple of days, I have I have Rhonda, my co-host, and I have Lisa, my co-host. We're gonna have a conversation about my life and my story of my life because I think it was a request to find, to kind of know how I made it over or made it through, and so I felt like maybe I could just, bless y'all with it. And if it could help somebody, and then somebody, could put some, hope in somebody's life, or we could just say we got the same problems, or yeah, we've been through the same stuff, then, that's cool too, and that's what I want my channel to be like, you know, um, real love, like, and real help. If I got information to help you, you want to come to New York City and you want to get a tour of New York City, you hit me up, and I will give you a tour of New York City. If you got a group of people that's coming to New York City, hit me up. I do the tour bikes. I do the bikes with the I'm sorry, the tours with the bikes, right? And this way, okay, you have 10 people. It doesn't matter. You know, I'll take you or ride you, around and show you actually landmarks and, you know, show you like the Carter building from the New Jack City movie, where it's that guy with he played Blade, uh, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, yeah, he did that filming over there, and then Manhattan has a lot of things going on in different places. So if you're ever coming to this area, feel free to come and hit me up. I'm here for you guys. Um, and also, and I have a connection in Florida. If you're going into Florida, my friend Lisa has a um, car service out there. I think she rents out luxurious cars and stuff like that. So that's in Florida. I got a lot of things going on in Florida too, trying to build up my connections and stuff like that. Um, I will be going back to the Tommy Williams show, and you know, uh, at some point in time. But I need to get my focus on my projects and my organizations and and the things that I need to do to help the youth in the community. I'm also an entertainer, so being in Manhattan, you know, it's like, I moved here in the middle of the pandemic, right? And so um, it was kind of awkward, you know, but I'm here. And so when I walk out the door, I see, this and that. I right across the street, they film Friends. They shoot Friends, the sitcom. Um, yeah, so I mean, it's just a whole lot of things that I need to research. I want to go on Broadway. I may want to go on Broadway and do something. I may want to, get connected with some recording studios and some you know, professional people out here, some entrepreneurs, something, something big things. When you live in a city like this, you really have to find your niche. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long tonight. I just wanted to talk about that issue. Let's see what T's World said. She said it sounds like he's developed feelings for her, and his heart may be telling him to stay. Well, um, that's where I come in, and that's where I'm going to have to tell him right from the start, okay? Because see, a lot of times, you know, people don't really listen to other people. Sometimes, you think that somebody's going to listen to what you're saying. They really don't listen. But here's the thing: it's very clear that that this girl does not love him or care about him enough to make a sacrifice, or just to even come out and say something like that, and say, if you don't like it, you can break out. I mean, that right there alone to me is kind of crazy, you know. And I just hope that he's not caught up. I just hope that he's not that deep into it, because this is just going to be another situation that's going to play out of broken families, broken homes, broken situations, broken people, broken hearts, and you know who wants to be a part of that? Who wants to be a part of that? Anyway, it's all good. Let me see, 9:30. I came 9:30, and it's 10:30. I don't know how you guys are doing today. I hope everyone is doing well. I don't know which part of the city everyone is at. I know Jamila is in Bliss, and I know that it's probably cold up there because it's cold out here. I know that's probably it. I don't know where you're at, T's World. T's World, she says, I've always wanted to visit New York for the sole purpose of seeing as many plays and musical as possible. Listen, you let me know when you're coming up here, right? And I'll I'll make sure you get in the right hotels, okay? Because see, that's important. And you gotta be careful. I mean, it is what it is, but you just gotta be very careful. Or if you have family members, you go to your family's house. Um, but yeah, if you get off that plane in Newark airport, and you come into town and you get your hotel, I'm right here in New York City. Oh, you live in the Bay Area? Okay, right, okay, that's what's up. That's nice out there. I would like to go out to the Bay Area too. That's in California. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's California. Yeah, I definitely would like to take a trip out there. I heard the cost of living in California is very expensive, and I know probably the Bay Area is probably expensive too. So, yeah, definitely check that out. But as far as musicals and plays, I mean, look, they got West Side Story right now playing. Okay, like tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna go around 42nd Street and kind of show you everybody all of the plays that they have. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. And let people see what is open and what's not open. Because there are some things that are definitely not open in New York. Is not all the way open. It kind of looks and feels like it, but it just is not really the same New York. But people are trying to bring certain things back. They also have some free kayaking. Okay, I know a lot of things that's going on. I know a lot of events. I know there's a park they just built that's sitting on top of the water on the west side. So I mean, listen, when it comes down to New York City, I know places. I know I could show you, you know, all the places that you need to know. You can go to your hotel. I'll go back to where I live, and then we can meet in the morning, and we can finish that tour. So, ah, that's food for thought for everybody out there. Um, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. So that's definitely California. Okay, that's about it, y'all. I think I'm going to call it a night. We'll call it a night, and I'm going to just sit back and relax. You know, let's remember Savia program. I'm still working on that site. Okay, like let me just say this. I have so much work to do. It's not even funny. Like I do all these intros and I do all of this technical work and stuff like that. Sometimes it keeps me up. It's till 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? I didn't even like yesterday. I didn't even know yesterday was Saturday because I was up Friday. I woke up Friday at maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock p.m. So I kind of get my days kind of twisted, but you know, and then I have a lot of things that's going on. I do electrical work on the side, and then I have this organization that I'm doing here, and then I have this that I'm doing there, and then trying to get this surgery on my head soon, and it's a lot going on right now, but I'm gonna come with the information, I'm gonna come with the conversation, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna chill with you, I'm gonna get my background and everything together. It's just been a minute, I have to, get certain things, but I think I have enough. Look at the entry, the intro. I fixed that up. I hope you like that one. I hope you like the way it looks, and I hope you come back to my channel again. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. I could stay on longer, but I don't want to bore you. But and definitely, so Monday, right? Instead of coming on at 12 p.m., I'm going to be coming on at 8 p.m. Tease World. Good night, Mo. Happy to have caught you live. Thank you, Tease World. I appreciate you, love. Just, stay in contact and stay connected. You always got a place here. You always got a home here, with Mo. So it's all good. Appreciate you. Yeah, so definitely Mondays at 8 p.m. We going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the show. Let's start on Monday, and then I'm going to do something on Wednesday. And I have. All right, so listen. I have some people that's going to be coming on. Some amazing people, right? And I'm just working on this process, and I'll get it done. Listen, you know what this is? I don't want to leave you guys, but I gotta go. I gotta go. Y'all have a blessed evening, and remember, tune in to Like It Really Is. Um, like I said, we'll be on Mondays at 8 p.m., Wednesdays at 8 p.m., and then maybe Friday. I'm not sure about Friday, but I will be more consistent than I have been. Uh, yes, I can. I surely can. Listen, I've ran with the best. I'm a New York City I'm a New York City person. We'll hang out all night. We got the East Side River. We can bring out a little grill. You know, um, get a keg of beer and sit back. Or just you can get your Shangri-La or your wine or whatever you like, whatever you guys do. Or we just sit and read a book. I don't know about that one, but yeah, I'm here for you guys, and I hope that you all can keep up with my electric bike. So there's bikes out here you can rent too. You can rent an electric bike, you can rent a scooter, you can do it all out here. So I'm looking forward for you guys to come through, and blessings to you all. Okay, all right, I guess that's about it. Love is love.